Well, John, I know nothing you can tell the guys right now are going to make them feel better in the moment, but put into perspective what this season has meant to you and what this group of guys has meant to you.
Yeah, I think this group it started back in the summer with them as far as just their out energy and effort that they put in. I mean, we took them to a bunch of team camps, and obviously the senior group's been together, but we obviously implemented some sophomores and some juniors into there too, and a situation where it started then, and you could see the connections that they started to develop, and partially that's why we took them all over those places to develop those relationships, not necessarily for the basketball, but just to get that tight-knit group and that tight bond, and obviously you saw that grow over the year, and obviously it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but there's only really one team that, is happy at the end of the year, and that's just life. And so obviously it's not us, and we're disappointed with that. But like I said, these seniors have nothing to drag their heads about, leading us to, state semifinals and having a chance at the end to win a ball game.
What made the difference in OT?
I think their defensive pressure. We missed some shots that maybe we normally hit. We had some good looks, and that's basketball. Sometimes, they made shots, we missed shots, and some of that's their pressure defensively, some of that's us just missing shots too. So, give them credit. They made the plays when they needed to make plays.
You mentioned this group of 5 seniors. How have they changed the conversation about Decorah boys basketball?
I think obviously we got down here 2 years ago. That was their first taste of it. Just a couple of them. I think the thing about them is that they, I think as a group they set the foundation right. I mean, obviously they got here 2 years ago, but I think it's a thing where now it's just like it's an expectation, right, that we play deep into the postseason. Obviously, state tournaments are few and far between sometimes. Obviously, it's hard to get here. It's not an easy thing. I'm not saying that, but a situation where they've set that standard now, like state tournament, we're gonna be coming down here a lot, and that's a credit to these guys. They kind of set that expectation for the group, and hopefully it permeated through the other guys, and they continue to be hungry to get down here again.
23 wins. I don't have to tell you, that was sometimes a 2 and 3 year total with Decorah boys basketball. You did it in 1 this year. How special is that?
Yeah, I think that's what we talk about in the locker room. Obviously, a lot of emotions, but yeah, I mean, anytime you win that many games and win the most in school history, nothing to drag your heads about. Obviously, best season in school history. So, we gotta lift our heads high. Like I said, again, we had chances there and just didn't capitalize. But yeah, I mean, moving forward, this group's going to be remembered for a long time for all the joy they brought to a lot of people. And that's what it's about. So.
And when you look at what this group was able to do and looking into the future, what characteristics about these 5 seniors do you want to become stable characteristics for this program?
Yeah, I think each one brought something different, right? Matt Bachman, just heart of a champion, just out there, I mean, to take on Navon Shabazz, probably, he's a top 100 kid in the nation, to be able to D him up like he did. That's just Matt, right? Like he'll take, you could just tell when he's, he in between yesterday and today, you could just tell he was going to be ready to go, and that's just who he was, right? Trey, obviously, playing a lot of basketball with us, as a varsity player, last 4 years, just steady Eddie, calm, cool, collected, always, and just you always remember that about him. Andrew, bringing the fire, senior captain, just did a great job, especially with our younger guys. He did a great job with Kale this year, talking to him a lot, helping him through, the ups and downs of seasons. And, and then you mentioned Caden Quandall, energy, right? This last month, I mean, it was like he almost broke through, and it was like a new guy, right? Just getting offensive rebounds and, just keeping things alive, and just his activity. He doesn't say a whole lot, but, his activity, his offensive rebounding, his running the floor, just brought a lot of things to us. And then obviously Ben, obviously as a scorer, obviously the last one of all of his brothers played, and so it was kind of fun, obviously, to wrap a bow on that with those guys getting to the state tournament and their state semifinals. And I know they're all going to be proud of him as well. So,
and you mentioned guys are hurting. but they're hurting because of what they put into this too, right?
Yeah, anytime you pour your heart and soul into something, it's always tough to see it end, whatever way it is, and obviously a situation with us where you like to be playing tomorrow, but sometimes it's just not in the cards.
Congrats on a great year, Coach.
Hey, we appreciate it. Thanks, Darren.